You know, let me be quick to say that if you raise your hand for a very long time and I've not called you, you can just quickly chip in. Perhaps I might have not seen that. Thank you. Now, we said that he used two Greek words, geo, which other books say ge, meaning the earth or the land, and graphia. In other books, they use the word graphy. Others also talk about graphos. They all mean description, writing, or drawing. So that's why one of our colleagues, when he was defining geography, say it's just all about earth description. Yes, it's true, because geo means earth, graphia means description. Therefore, earth description. So one can also say earth drawing or earth writing. They all mean the same. Now, we want to also say that it is concerned with accurate description of the earth, not just describing the earth, but there should be what we call accuracy. There should be accuracy. Because in describing where your house is situated or located, I must be able to give you vivid or exact location for one to be able to know that, yes, indeed, this is where the house is. If not, I'll give any description that will not make it very fine, or that will not make it very well. That will not make people be able to really identify or locate the feature or that your locality that we are talking about. Now, the earth is being studied, or the surface of the earth is being studied by so many subjects. But the unique thing is that geography combines, integrate, and synthesize knowledge from the other fields of study. So even though other disciplines are talking about that, we say geography combines them. They draw ideas from other places. They are able to synthesize knowledge from all those fields of study to make it better and better and better and better, thereby having the subject we call geography. Now, just as I've just mentioned, I've said that the geography takes its perspectives, most of their ideas, by connecting it and linking it with knowledge that they have got from other places. For example, if I talk about population right now, you say, oh, population, we do that in biology. We do that in social studies. We do that in economics. We do that maybe in census, what have you. It means they use that idea to bring it to the field of study that we're talking about called geography. But for you to be able to know why this is called geography, then you must understand that geography is area differentiation. I believe you can write that down. That's very, very important. Area differentiation. That is how one area is different from the other. How one area is different from the other. That's what's termed as area differentiation. So Accra is different from Navrongo. Tenebue's area or village is different from Sunyani. Sunyani is different from Damango. The forest is different from Savannah. So it means one area is distinctively different from the other. That is what is termed by geography. So even though you say air differentiation, air description, what have you, but the key thing is air description, but we say area differentiation. That's geography. So people say it's a relationship between man and his environment. Yes. Why is your environment different from mine? Good. Why is my environment unique? Why is also your environment is unique? Why don't we have the land to be the same everywhere? That is what is termed by geography. Because you cannot have different lands being the same. Please, am I clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I'm clear, then I will leave you
Yes, sir.
just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Whatever that you have heard, you can put it in the writing or you can say it. And Osman, please, you moderate it so you call the people to speak, whatever they have heard or they have learned. 2 minutes. When the time is up, Osman, you hand over to me. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. All right, Emmanuel Amwa.
All right. Please, I have learned that the term geography was coined by a follower of Aristotle called Eratosthenes, and he described geography as the accurate description of the earth using the etymological meaning of the term geo, which means the earth, and then graphia, meaning description. So he said that geography is the accurate description of the earth, and other disciplines or other professionals also use geography in their studies, like the geologists, the meteorologists, and others. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Is there any other person? Is there any other person?
Yeah.
Okay. Dixon.
Okay, so I heard that geography can be termed as an area of differentiation and also earth description. And geography is a combination of integrated and synthesized knowledges from different fields of studies. Thank you.
All right. Welcome. Is there any next person? Is there anyone again?
Hello.
Yes, Prince. Prince.
Please, mine is a question.
Question.
I
Just
want some little clarification
you said yours is what? A question.
on the name. Yes.
All right. Speak louder.
I want a little. I want a little clarification
Okay.
on the name Eratosthenes. In some books, you will see Eratosthenes, but here lies the case. Say it's also say Eratosthenes. So I want the clarification on the name.
Okay. Thank you. Your name again, Prince, right?
Yeah, Prince Aganu.
Aganu. All right. Thank you. Yes, the next person. Is there any question again? All right. I think the time has already been spent. So we are going to get back to the lecture. Thank you. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
I've heard all your comments and everything that you were saying. I'm grateful and very happy that we are all following. There was a question that was put up, but fortunately for me, one answered it in the chat column. So I wouldn't comment. It was rightly answered. Osman, thank you very much for handling the baton for me. Everybody will be given opportunity to do so. So please, if I mention your name, don't run away. All right. Thank you. So if we are to continue, we will want to say that geography deals with some questionings. In order to study geography, we base our argument on questionings. We cannot just sit down without asking questions. No. We have to ask questions. So we call them geographical questions. So the 4 basic questions are: 1, what? 2, where? 3, when? 4, why? And 5, how? What, where, when, why, how? You know, what, where, when, why, and how, by being able to answer these questions, you will be able to explain any phenomena without any qualms or any problems. What? Someone will just say, what is it? What? What means there's a question that you want to ask. What? What are you talking about? What thing are you talking about? What phenomena are you talking about? What item are you talking about? What situation are you talking about? What good thing are you talking about? What nice thing are you talking about? What bad thing are you talking about? What? So the what, is it a tree? Is it a river? Is it a human being? Is it about good? Is it about bad? It's about what? Where is the key thing from geography, which is called location. Location. Where is it located? Location of the item. So you have asked, what is it? The next question is, where is it? Where? The where is location. Where are you located? I'm found in Jini. Where is the river that you are talking about? The river is in maybe Bosomche Kwangoma district. When did it happen? When was it formed? When? It's about time. It's about a period. The time can be 2 weeks, 1 month, 4 o'clock, 100 years, what have you. Then why? What is its essence? Why? Any need? Any purpose? Why the need? Why a problem? Why it needs attention? I mean, why the situation? What is the occurrence? Then how? The how is the processes that it has gone through to showcase or to explain itself. The procedure, the processes, the methods that it has gone through, the metamorphosis, the genesis of it. How? So by asking these questions, every human being will be able to explain that phenomenon. So if I should take it by relating it to a real example, then I will say, 1, what is it? What is that item? The item is a river. Full stop. Where? That item river is located in Afafanto. When? History tells us that it came to be somewhere 1400. Oh, they say the river was not just there as it was having a deep depression. When people came there, they were able to make sure that they put all the rivers together so that to serve us, maybe drinking water for them, for agricultural purposes, or for whatever. How did they come? How was it formed? It was formed during volcanic eruption. It was formed during tectonic plates. It was formed by subvention. It was so you see, by looking at the issue, the agenda, what is in question, you will be able to address it very, very, very well. Now, let's draw our concern to physical geography proper, because we said that our course is elements of physical geography. An element of physical geography tells us that we're going to deal with the basis of physical geography, not into details. The basis of physical geography. The basis. So just as we've been saying, it has to do with interaction between man and the environment. That's geography for you. Whereas Osman is in the house and is eating. So the environment is food and you are the man. Where is the farmer? The farmer is in the forest or in the farm. So you are relating. Oh, where is Equia? Equia is talking to Kwame. Relationship. And what is environment? Environment, according to Albert Einstein, is everything except me. So if you also define the environment, you say everything except you. So human beings are part of the environment. Earth is part of the environment. Animals are part of the environment. So anytime there's relationship between you and the environment, we are talking about geography. Now, the two key study or branches of geography are physical and human. The two main branches of geography is about physical and human. The physical has to do with the natural things that we can see, the artificial things that we can see. And the human is about what concerns man. So your buildings, your transport, your politics, your food, your agriculture, all those ones form part of the human. Now, let's look at what physical geography is all about. Now, please look at what you have on your screen, which is very, very, very important. Edu, please read what you can see for me. So if you can't see or whatever, we have now what we call geographic information science. Geographic information science. Which
Yes, sir. Sorry, my mic was muted. Sorry.
That's okay. So please, you can go ahead.
Geographic information science, which deals with the display, analysis, and management of spatial information.
Thank you. And the
Nature
second
and
one?
society relation, which relates to the nature and society relation, which relates to a two-way interaction between people and their physical environment.
Thank you. So the word I've given it a font color, should I say red, is called spatial. Space is coming from the word we call space. So spatial. We don't say spatial. We don't say spatial. It's called spatial. Space. Spatial. So the other new disciplines of geography are nature, society relations, and also geographic information science. You have all heard about GIS before. You have heard about remote sensing before. They all go into the geographic information science, GIS. Then you also have nature-society relationship. That is how people relate or interact with the physical environment. If there's a river in your area, what do you do? If there's gold deposit in your area, what do you do? That's a nature-society relationship. Now, what is physical geography? I love this so much. Edu again.
So, physical geography is concerned with the study of natural environment, including the features and processes at or near the surface of the earth.
Thank you. That's okay. Thank you. So, the study of the natural environment. Now, let me go back to my audience or my students so that they mention any natural environment that they know to me. Okay, let's go.
All right,
I
sir.
have here. Okay, Dixon, please speak.
We have mountains.
Mountains, thank you. Osman, you have spoken. I will call you. Let me go to Abraham Watson, my namesake. I've said if your network is disturbing, you can just type in so that I will know. So Abraham Watson is absent for today. Is that the case? Okay, Emmanuel Asante, Mr. Augustine Manfo, I've heard you. Oceans, thank you.
Please, we have rivers.
Thank you. Valleys, thank you.
Wildlife.
Elijah, please speak. You are amazing. Wow, 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 wow. You are amazing. Thank you very much for responses, both verbal and written. I love that. I love that. Can you all give me thumbs up? Very, very good. Thank you very, very much for your responses. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you, Edu, Ken. Thank you. Wow, that's great. Thank you very much. Boa Lawrence, thank you. Thank you, Enoxa. Thank you. All right, let's continue now. So we said it had to do with the study of the natural environment. So the features are the ones that you have mentioned, but it also has to do with the processes, meaning the formation, the processes. So how was it formed? That's the processes. So even if you're talking about maybe a valley in your area, what processes has it gone through to be able to give you that valley? Is it through erosion? Is it through subvergence? If you have a river in your area, how was it created? Is it by runoff water, by a stream, by a spring, or what? So that is what it's mainly about. One, the natural environment. But it's not just about the natural environment, but the main thing is about what? Their features and the processes. Their characteristics and the processes or the formation. Now there's something I've highlighted in red. I don't know whether one will be able to read it and explain to me. Physical environment. What did I say?
Yeah,
Is that
physical.
sorry.
Okay.
Who is speaking? Please go ahead. Okay, let me talk to Mr. Ben Evans.
Yeah, I'm around.
Okay, so please go ahead.
Okay. Physical geography is concerned with a visible natural environment.
What is your take on that, please?
Yeah. So, what I deduce from the definition is that what you can see physically with your eye, what you can touch, is what physical geography is all about.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Any other from anybody? You can unmute yourself and speak. Concern with physical natural environment. Yeah, someone is speaking.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Concerning this statement, I believe there are invisible natural existence. We have something that are invisible and it is natural. That's mine.
Okay, thank you. Any other?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm please concerned with the visible natural environment. From my perspective, I see it as the surround what is around our environment that are not created by man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That is fine. Any other?
Hello, sir.
The question is too big. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's talking about our physical, our immediate environment.
Thank you.
Things we can see around us, except me.
Except what? Me.
Except me, meaning the environment. So everything around us except me, myself. So
All right,
anything
that's
we
fine.
can
Thank
see.
you. Thank you for your feedback. All right. The issue is that we don't want people to exaggerate on talking about say physical things and that is given by nature and what have you. What about ghosts? Are we not studying ghosts? We are not dealing with religious and moral education or religion to be talking about ghosts and other issues. Because people say ghost is part of the environment, but I've not seen a ghost before. But according to you people, you say everything that has name exists. So we want to be sure of what we want to talk about. What we have seen that it is there, then we talk about that. I don't know whether I'm making myself clear.
Sir, please, it seems Mr. Ibrahim's hand is up, so I'm sure he wants to say something.
All right, sorry, Ibrahim Osman, please go ahead.
Oh, hello, sir. Okay, thank you. Sir, I wanted to pass this across. Sorry for if in some way it's going to distract the class. I'm really sorry for that. I'm talking about the slides, your slides. Probably after the lesson, some of us want the slide. That is why. Even almost the class, want the slide.
You don't have a problem. I will just send it to you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right. Is that fine? So we are good to go. Edu, thank you for monitoring. Be a good monitor. All right.
Okay,
so like we're saying, we're talking about physical geography, which is concerned with visible natural environment. Yeah, we want it to be visible so that we can hold you accountable to what you want to talk about. For example, you mentioned rivers. This is river. Good. Describe the river. Good. This is forest. Good. Describe the forest. Good. But you can't say, this is ghost. Describe the ghost. Say, no. So we are much concerned about what.
So say, what about air? What about air?
Thank you. You see, is air visible? Yes. Is air visible? No. But air is being studied. Why do you say air? You yourself will feel the air blowing. In one way or the other, you have felt it. But if you're talking about a ghost, how do you talk about ghosts? Let's discuss ghosts.
It's true.
That is why even the state of the air, we only describe it by giving it to the scientists to talk about it. Oh, the wind is far approaching, but we'll never tell you the wind is red. No, we give it to the scientists. We only describe it, and the scientists make meaning out of that and invent them. So the graphers, we only say, science people, please invent them, bring them. We will describe it for you. That's what we do. When the wind is blowing, I believe you all feel it. Yes. So you can talk about, or you can describe the wind. You can describe the wind. When the sun is shining, you can describe it. When a tree is there, you can describe it. If you want to check us whether they exist or not, that's why you can put the gases in containers. And say, oh, the thing is having weight too, that means it exists. But the others, we cannot explain. Now we have come to a very nice sub-branches of geography, which I will want this time around Dixon to ask my very good people to take any of them they want to talk about and try to explain, so that afterwards we take a consensus out of that. So, Madam Dixon, the boy is in your kitchen. Please go ahead.
Okay, so thank you, Doc.
If I can come in before we proceed with that, I have a question with concerning the definition of physical
All
geography.
right, that's fine.
Yes, looking at some aspects of the definition, we see that it concerns with phenomena that are at or near the surface of the earth. I was wondering, how about things that are beneath the earth's surface? Are those not parts of physical geography?
All right, thank you. Very good, very good question. We say the things that are around us, surface, or the ones that are near. So we only describe what we have seen or been able to discover, not what we have no access about. So if we're able to dig about 100 meters feet into the ground, to us, that is the near surface, because you'll be able to see that place, you can describe it. If you can dig down 4,000 miles and you can see that it is still near surface, we can describe that. But where you have not reached or discovered, we cannot talk about that. You see, the one on the earth surface is just simple that you just see it and explain. But the one deep within is always difficult to do so. For example, until the scientists go under the sea and be able to give us what is under the sea, we don't describe it because we say we don't know. But as soon as they go down there and able to discover what is there, geographers say, yes, it is near surface. It will be far away, but we say it is near surface because now we have vivid information about it. Because even, for example, going into space, we talk about thermosphere far advanced. I say near the earth or near the surface, because others have gone there, giving us a picture of how the place is. Therefore, we say near the surface. So the near is not necessarily whatever, but it's more or less like relatively used. Someone can be nearer, another is near, another is near, but they are all near to us. I don't know, I'm making myself clear. Please, the one that asks a question, if you are comfortable, you can just signal us. All right, thank you. Thank you. Then, Madam Dixon, okay, is someone speaking? Lucas, your hand is still up. Miriam
that.
Ponsa, your hand is up. Is it in relation to what you want to discuss or relation to a question to me?
Oh, I'm okay.
Please, in relation to a question that I want to ask.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is that in your facilitating, you said that anything that has been discovered and then geographers describe it would be termed as our physical environment. Please, will you throw more light on that for me? I beg. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Very nice. We said geography is concerned with man-environment relationship. That's a general. But the physical environment, the physical geography is concerned with, let me go back to the slide to make it a bit easier for us all. He said the physical geography is about the study of the natural environment. Then in talking about the natural environment, we want to say that it includes that natural environment characteristics. 1. 2, it also includes the processes that has made sure or gone through for us to have that feature or that natural environment. And that processes that we are talking about that occurred, either it occurred on the earth surface or in the earth crust. That's what say near the earth surface. What we have not seen or had information about, it's always difficult for geographers to explain unless we research into that. So we are always mindful of what we describe, and that what we describe means we have got access to information before we can do that. And if that access to information is about natural, we have been able to discover it is about human, they become human geography. So in terms of physical geography, what is not discovered is very difficult for us to talk about. For example, have we been able to discover what we call gagaga? I don't even know what I'm talking about. How then do I describe it? So if I go down to the questions that we ask, the question is, what is it? As a gagaga, where is it? Ah, when? Ah, why? Ah, how? Ah. That tells me I have no knowledge about that. But as soon as it is covered and informations are available, then geographers can just get hold of it and be able to discuss it into details, provided it is a natural feature. Provided it is a natural feature. I don't know whether Madam Mary or whether you are comfortable or you are okay with my explanation.
Thank you very much. I get it now.
If there's a follow-up to, you can go ahead and explain and ask so that we all help us. Okay.
Thank you. I'm okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Madam. Okay. All right. If I'm not seeing any hand up, okay. Prince, your hand is up.
Sir, please, concerning about the when and the how, I want to ask about the when. It seems that the when is more concerned about dates or when and phenomena took place. So I want to ask if you can give approximation. Maybe when the Portuguese came to Gold Coast, they can say 15th centuries instead of 1471. Please, if my question is clear.
Thank you very much, Honorable Prince. What we have said is vividly true and is correct. It is about when, and when is about time. It's about period. It's about duration. So anyhow you have access to the information to be able to give is correct. For example, you cited example about the coming of the Europeans to Africa, the recorded is about, I think, 1571 or something, 1471 or so. It's in the 15th century. Others also say, me, I don't know 15th century, I know about maybe 1471. Others say, okay, me, I know that it was in a century. I don't know, they came long ago. So they all have to do with the information you have gathered, what is available, and what you can relay. That is that. So what you said is correct. What I also say is correct, provided it all boils down to what you are all referring to. It does not distort information. Emmanuel Amwa, please, your hand is up.
All right, Doc, please, can the when
Please, point of order, point of correction. I'm Kofiska, or you can just simply go ahead and go. I'm not Doc.
oh, okay, Kofiska,
Yes,
please,
my boss, go ahead.
can the when be attributed to historical geography? Because if we are
Thank
there
you.
with
That is
when,
more about human geography. That's more about
all right,
human geography. There's a course we call Element of Human Geography. Maybe that'll be next block. I don't know whether I'll be teaching it or not. We'll draw much into that. But it's part of it. Then when it's about the date, the duration, it's about the past and what happened.
all right, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kofiska.
You're welcome. Mary, your hand is still up. Is there any? All right. I'm not seeing any hand again.
Sorry, I haven't done my hand. Sorry.
That's fine. All right. So Dixon, take over. This is about 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Kofi Sika. And you be Kapao. Okay, so colleagues, any question, anything to talk about another physical geography? What have you heard so far? So the door is open. Any contribution, anything you've heard, please let's hear from you.
Okay, madam. All right, me, I'm going to talk about the branch. That is the geomorphology.
Okay.
Hello? And the geomorphology, what my take is, when we talk about geomorphology, we are referring to the scientific study of landforms and the processes that shape them. Yes, please.
Okay.
The scientific study of landforms and the processes that shape them, including their origin, the evolution, and then the destruction. And in a nutshell, too, you can say the study of physical features of the surface of the earth and their relation to geological structures.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ibrahim.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Any
Yes.
other?
Madam, I'm talking about, I'll talk about the pedology. The pedology. What I know is the study of soil. The study of soil, focusing on its formation and classification within natural landscape.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So we have the geomorphology and then pedology. Is any other? Mr. Ima, I say a hand up.
Yes, madam. Yes, please. So I want to talk about climatology. So climatology is the scientific study of climate, and the scientist who studies climatology is a climatologist. And climatologists want to find out some issues like climate variability, the impact of climate on human life, and then livelihood vulnerability and others. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Atamwa, Mr. Atamwa, I put your hand up.
Yeah, okay, madam. I will also talk of oceanography.
Okay.
Oceanography. And talking of oceanography, it's about the oceans in the world. And more, since we are dealing with physical geography, I'll say we are talking of the physical properties of the oceans. So the physical properties, we can talk of the waves, temperature, and probably, let me say, current. Yes, current. And we can also highlight more the number of oceans that are found within the world. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Thank you. Okay, so in the comment section, I've seen Ken Eben saying hydrology is a study of water bodies. Thank you very much. Please, any other? Mr. Isaac, please let's listen to you.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yes, what my brother said concerning the geomorphology, it goes beyond just the landforms, but also the landscape. That is the overall of the landforms. So you can add that one.
All right, thank you, Mr. Augustine. So Peter,
Um,
Yes, please.
let's hear
I
from
will
you.
also talk about that biogeography.
Okay.
So when we talk about the biogeography, I think it is the study of the geographic distribution of living organisms. Then we explore their relationship between species and their environment and their geographic locations.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. I think the time is up. So just hand the floor over to Mr. Sika. Hey, Mr. Sika. So thank you very much for your contribution. Hello,
Thank
Doc.
you.
Ms. Dixon, please may I?
Yes, please, you can talk.
Hello, Ms. Dixon, please may I?
Yes, please. Hello. Can you hear from me?
Yes, please. May I?
Yes, please. Please, we are listening.
So I would like to briefly speak about meteorology, which
Okay.
also has to do with the study of the atmosphere and the weather condition, as well as prediction of it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so colleagues, thank you for your contribution and thank you for your participation. Jessica, so
Madam, thank you.
you're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much for your contributions. In fact, you yourself can even testify that we are learning and it's not boring as we perceive it to be. And I'm grateful for your contributions, for holding on the baton, for doing whatever to make sure you have a very wonderful class. All right. Now, someone is asking a question about pedology, but just as we have all said, in a nutshell, talking about geomorphology, the young man explained it vividly. He said the study of the landform, but it's not just only about the study of the landform. It's about one, looking at their origin, where they came from, how it started, the genesis of it, the processes that have gone through to come to what is it now, and the current features of it. So it's not just about the study of landform. Good, that is the general term. But what do you have to look out for? The key things I have to look out for is what he has also talked about. The second one is talking about meteorology. I have to be careful before I miss my L and my R. Meteorology. Which one explains very well? He said the study of the atmosphere in terms of weather. But the key thing you should understand is that, all right, the key thing you should understand is that meteorology is the short-term study of the atmosphere. Full stop. The short-term study of the atmosphere. Short. Or the states of the atmosphere at any point in time. The state of the atmosphere at any point in time. So if I ask this question, look outside where you are. What is the state of the atmosphere there? Oh, it is cloudy. It is sunny. It is windy. It is rainy. It is whatever. That is meteorology. The state of the atmosphere at that point in time. Based on that, then be able to do what we call the forecasting. So that is about meteorology. And the personnel that studies the meteorology is called meteorologist. Meteorologist. It is not meteorologist. It's meteorology. All right. Now, the other aspect is the climatology, which is similar, but is the long-term study of the atmosphere. The long-term study over 30 years climate of the atmosphere. So for us to know that, oh, in Cape Coast, it rains every January. What it means is that it's about climatology. They have gathered data on January for about 30 years. And they have realized that majority of the years in January, it rains. Therefore, every January, it rains in Cape Coast. That is climatology.
Hello?
Yes, my boss.
So, sir, so what's the difference between meteorology and the weather?
The weather is the state of the atmosphere.
Okay.
And the meteorology is the study
Okay.
of the atmosphere.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Very much.
Now, going on, then we talk also about pedology. Someone has explained that. But let me go back to geomorphology. The personnel that studies the geomorphology is called geomorphologist. The individual, the personnel, or the person that studies geomorphology is termed as geomorphologist. You go to pedology. Pedology is about the study of soil, the various type of soils that we have. We have hydrology, we have oceanography. Hydrology simply talk about the study of the water bodies, but most especially fresh water. That's about rivers, about lakes, about streams, about underground water, about water in the atmosphere. That's fresh water. Not necessarily about the study of oceans. As soon as you talk about the study of oceans, then you're talking about oceanography. Then biogeography. That's the study of plants and animals and their distributions across the surface of the earth. So these are some of the branches that we have. The subfields of geography, especially physical geography, that we want to talk about in brief. Any comments on that quickly before we go? All right, thank you. That is no comment. So why the need to study this course at all? This is just for you. It's not for me. So if you read it, you keep it to yourself. Don't tell me. So we want you to appreciate some of the concepts, how certain landforms and concepts are linked, how some processes of formation of the earth and the atmosphere occur on the earth surface, and so on and so on and so on. All right, that's for you. Now, let's briefly look at this. We say the interaction between the living and non-living materials of the earth is termed as earth system, ecosphere, or geosystem. So man will interact with non-living entity like stones, like earth, like water, like oceans, or animals will also go and sleep or lie on the ground. The ground, the soil, the stones, the mountains, or the water that they drink, they are all non-living materials of the rest. Whenever man or living organisms relates or interacts with the non-living environment, we call it earth system. Other words, ecosphere. Other words, geosystem. So geosystem is simply when there's interaction between the living and the non-living. Now, where do we mostly have the interactions? Where we mostly have the interactions are here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first one is lithosphere. Lithosphere. Second one is hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. This is where most of the time there is this interaction. Most often, this is where you have an interaction. Now, what is lithosphere, or which you people call it lithosphere? But I call it lithosphere. With lithosphere, we are talking about the solid part of the earth. The solid parts of the earth. The rocks, the stones, the soil. I mean, any solid part of the earth is termed as lithosphere. So others call it the crust. We want to talk about the internal structure of the earth. So with the internal structure of the earth, we call it the crust. Internal structure of the earth, we call it the crust. Internal structure of the earth, we call it the crust. So apart from that, which we say we call the crust, so with the crust, just as we have seen it on your screen, this is the surrounding part, the one that has the hardest part of the earth. The rocks, the stones, the soil, and the rest. They all form parts of the crust. This is it, the solid part of the earth. They are mostly made up of granite and basalts because it is solid. Now, the other part is what is termed as hydrosphere. Hydrosphere. So hydrosphere in this instance is full of water. Hydrosphere in this instance is full of water. So hydrosphere is the other part of the earth that is water. So the part of the earth that is water or that contains water is termed as hydrosphere. That's where you have the interactions. So you can see something like this. All is about water. All is about water. We'll explain them when you go to the spheres. The next one is atmosphere. The atmosphere is the gases that we have that surrounds us. The atmosphere is about gases. The atmosphere is all about gases. So the gases surrounding us is termed as the atmosphere. That is it. Now, taking away the gases that surrounds us, then go to the other component of the earth that we interact. That is very, very, very common. It's called biosphere. And with biosphere, we say it is the life portions of the earth. Life. So anywhere there's life, there's biosphere. Anywhere there's life, there's biosphere. So on the lithosphere, or on the earth, or the crust, or the hardest part of the earth, man survived there, animals survive there, therefore life is there. It is known as, so that portion of the lithosphere where life exists is termed as biosphere. Let's go to water. In the water, animals survive there, some plants survive there, therefore that portions of the water that support life is termed as biosphere. Let's go to the atmosphere. Birds are there, aeroplanes and the rest, trees are there. So that portions of the atmosphere where there's life, it is termed as biosphere. So biosphere, hinges on the other portions of the spheres and take the portions that have life. And that is what gives it the name biosphere. Now let's look at the scientific study of the earth and how to hypothesize. We say geography or physical geography is about scientific method. Yes, why is it scientific method? Because it relies on what you call scientific method or framework. Scientific method or framework. One was explaining, I think, is it the geomorphology or pedology or something? They say it is a scientific study. The whole geography or physical geography is also scientific study. Sometimes you take some specimen or sample to the lab to go and check about how alkaline the soil is, how acidic the soil is, how basic or saline the water is, and so on. So when we're able to do that, we are now able to do what we call to get factual results. When we're able to do that, we get factual, meaning we get answers that are not blamable, that are not questionable, but that are exact. Now, what we want to also say is that the scientific processes that they go through are not different from the one that we have. What do you do first? One, we identify the feature. So identification of the feature or the problem. Two, you form hypothesis. After forming hypothesis, what do? After forming hypothesis, we do what we call generalization and predictions. We also design and perform experiments. We analyze the situation. We analyze the situation. And by analyzing, we're able to evaluate and check whether the hypotheses that we form are correct. Then based on that, we are now able to make generalized predictions to predict what might happen in the future. So for us to say physical geography or geography is scientific or it uses scientific features, then we say for it to be scientific, the first key thing is we identify the question or the problem. What is it that we are talking about? The question I always ask is, why do men urinate on trees? You will not see a woman, or you hardly see any woman urinating on trees. But for the men, you see them, the slightest thing, they remove their something and they try to urinate on trees. Is it that it's easy going? Is it that they feel, comfortable doing that? There might be a reason. So you use the processes to go through and find out what is it. Then when you're able to come out with that factual evidence, which is not blamable, after you have done your analysis and perform your experiments, you check as whether your hypothesis will be true or not. Therefore, you make general predictions, which you generate your predictions, that tomorrow the man will urinate on trees or otherwise. The scientific method that we use. Now, we also sometimes test the theory. And let's differentiate, or let's have these two explain. Yeah, let's have these two explain. Hypothesis and a theory. Are they the same? Hypothesis and a theory. Are they the same? Now, one key thing you should know about hypothesis is that one, they are this tentative. They are not too sure. Either this or that. Neither this nor that. They are tentative. Meaning, it is not necessarily about the exact. It is about using some words to explain a situation that you have observed. I've observed that a ma MP here is observation. I've observed that the trees that are planted around gutters, they do very well. Observation. They are tentative. They are not too exact explanations based on your observations. But a theory is a body of explanatory knowledge that is both widely supported by experiment and generally accepted. So theories are mostly accepted, but hypotheses are tentative and they are not mostly accepted. Theories are a comprehensive body of knowledge that explains, or that is explained by experiments, but hypotheses need to go through but hypotheses are yet to be tested. Theories mostly have reached their final states, but hypotheses are yet to go through the processes. So that's briefly the difference between hypothesis and theory. We can use theories to make predictions, but for us to use hypothesis to make predictions, you need to be vigorously measured and observed before we'll be able to use that one to make generalizations. Thank you very much. Any questions so far? Any comment, any question we have reached so far? It's unfortunate some of you might have not done geography before. You might have not done it before, but they are just, that's why the courses element. These are the basis. We are not going deep at all. I'm just looking at A, B, C, D of them. Any comments? Okay. So we are done with the chapter 1, which we want to go to chapter 2 and possibly finish with chapter 3. But what I want us to do is, 1, is either we do a recap of the whole chapter 1 or we continue with the chapter 2. The ball is in your court. Who do I leave you in their hands? Lillian Kumsen. Okay, sorry, then before you come in, there's a hand up. Mary Amponsa Ajiman.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, madam.
I would like us to do the recap of the first one before we move on. That's my humble suggestion. Thank you very much.
All right. Lillian Kumsin, please, are you there? Thank you, Ajiman. Then take charge. Let's do a brief recap, maximum 5 minutes to recap the whole thing. All right, 5 minutes. Madam Ajiman, leave the discussion and let's go.
Okay, sir.
Madam Ajiman, please, you are the facilitator now, so take charge.
Hey, sir. Please, I beg for this one, dear.
Okay, nominate someone to do that on your behalf.
Okay. I would like to nominate Steven, if Steven is around.
Oh, Mary, why?
A man is a man. Please, Stephen, let's go.
Yeah, so I would like Steven to recap for us so that we can continue.
Oh, but he's not going to do that alone. All of us, but I said that he will lead it.
Okay, he will. Okay, okay. So Steven, please lead for us.
All right.
Sir, please, can we go back to the first slide, please?
That's fine. I can go back there. Okay.
Sir, you said in your presentation, you said geography is the term was coined by a follower of Aristotle. That's Aristotle. So he called the term geography, and geo means earth, and graphia means the description. Means description. So please, can you move on to the next? Please, Ibrahim's hand is up.
Okay, Ibrahim, please, can you talk? You can move on for us. Ibrahim, please, we are waiting for you.
Okay, let me chip in. So,
Okay.
it's my friend.
Abraham. I see Abraham, your hands. Please, can you go? Move on.
Hello.
I think.
Yeah, let me chip in. Let me continue from where our brother Stephen ended. As in, the two Greek words being geo, being the earth, and the graphy being the description. So when talk about the geography, we are talking about the earth description. And sir also brief us on geography being an area of differentiation, and also the relationship between man and his environment. As he gave us an example that environment is everything except me, except you. So that's environment. And he also gave us something on geographical questions. That's the what, where, that's the location, when, being the period, time, the duration, why, being the purpose of the problem, and how, the process or the method. Then also gave us the definition of geography. The definition of geography. Whilst our colleagues came out with other definitions, and we proceed from there. He also gave us he also learned something on physical geography. The definition for physical geography being the study of natural environment, including the features and the process at or near the surface of the earth. And We also learned about um, the uh, the structures, as in physical geography. There are the branches of physical geography, being chromatology, pedology, bio biogeography, um,
Hydrology.
geomorphology, oceanography, and the rest. Yeah, and we also move to that's the structure of the earth, as in the lithosphere, the atmosphere, the biosphere, and lithosphere, atmosphere, the biosphere, and the hydrosphere. As he said, the lithosphere is the hardest part of the earth, and the the hydrosphere is the part of the earth that is covered by water, as in the sea and the ocean, and also the
Are
biosphere.
you the one saying everything? Why don't you want others to also learn some?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Please,
Madam
someone should
Moderator,
also come in.
Madam Moderator, please be careful.
Please, George, I've seen your hands up. Please, you can continue. Thank you.
Okay, you are calling me. All right, that's fine. What I've learned is that geography is coined from some two Greek words that are very interesting, though. And we are aware that people have been using the word geography, but never came out with a term or a subject called geography until one man who was following Aristotle, or who came after the Aristotle time, brought about the term geography, in which we say he coined it. Because even your grandmother is a geographer, you are a geographer, your father is a geographer, your child is a geographer. But because you people have not coined the term, you don't attribute them to you. Because every day you learn, people read, and it's man-environment relationship. That's what we say geography is all about, relationship between man and environment. You clean, you slap, you beat, you eat, you lie down. So we have been studying geography all this while, but we never knew we were dealing with geography. That's what I've learned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please, whose submission again? Okay, I've seen Emmanuel Amua. Please, you can
All
come
right.
in.
Please, I have also learned that physical geography relies on the framework called the scientific method, which means that a geographer would also want to, based on the systematic approaches in solving problem, and at the same time, willing to learn about certain things. So, for instance, if there is a rock, the geographer will take it to the lab, perform some hypothesis, do some experiments. The geographer will make deduction, and then you conclude as well. Thank you.
Please, I've seen Ben's hands up. Please, you can also chip in.
Yeah, I want to ask a question, or I don't know, something bothers me a lot. When the moderator or the facilitator was speaking, he made mention of a point that geographers make predictions. And I think that is a very bad method geographers use, because we are saying geography is based on the scientific method. This as a result of why, especially when you come to Ghana, this meteo people, they make predictions that today it will rain at this particular place. We will be waiting. The moment they will mention it, it will never rain. So I think it's
Yes.
very bad to make predictions. It should be scientific and it should be factual. That's what I want to share.
Thank you very much. Our facilitator, Kofi Sika, will attend to you. Please, I've seen Dixon's hand. Please, you can also move on.
Okay, so about this is that through the scientific study of the earth, the method, we can get a result which is very factual. Yeah, that is what you say. And with the study, doing our studies, it's that why the study of geography, that's the physical geography, and I got to know that through the study of physical geography, what we appreciate and explain the concepts and then the case of one or two things. Thank you.
Welcome. Please, I've seen Ima. Please, Ima, you can also come in.
Okay, so we also learned that there are two main branches of geography. So some geographers, for them, they focus on the physical features or the natural phenomena, and that is the physical geography. And then other geographers too, their concentration is on people and their activity, and that is the human geography. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No hands up, so I'll hand up the mantle to our facilitator, Kofi Sika, to come in to answer the question our brother asked, and then also you can move on. Thank you very much. Thank you all for your contribution.
Yes. The question our brother, is it Ben?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I want to respond to that, but maybe Doc will come in. Doc will come in. Yes. The prediction, as our facilitator said earlier on, as in the prediction, as in the hypothesis. Yeah, we can. A geographer, geog- geographers predict. Yes, he said geographers predict. Yeah, by true observation, and the prediction is not accepted, but the theory is what accepted. So you can predict. They predict, but that one is not what accepted. But the prediction in theory. Hello, please can you hear
Please,
me?
Yeah,
we
we are
can hear you.
listening.
You can, yeah, we hear
Yes.
you.
He said they predict, as in observe. They observe to predict. So maybe today it will rain. It is a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't taken, like, nothing is taken to maybe uh let's say the lab, as in the scientific method. Through the scientific method, you have
Method.
predict that it
Mm-hmm.
will rain, but that one is not accepted. But when it is into theory, that's where what it is what accepted.
Okay.
Hello, please, are you
Yeah,
okay? Good.
hear you. Yeah.
Anita's hand is up.
So
Okay.
before Anita comes in, let me help my brother. Sir was saying about someone is saying that when they predict, it doesn't train. So this will send us back to the hypothesis and the theories. So you could see that hypotheses are not too sure. So when you predict something, you are not too sure it is going to happen or not. But when you go to theory, theory is a body of explanatory. So theory will explain how even it will rain. But when you go to hypothesis, which is prediction, yet to be tested. So it needs to be tested before, must be observed before generalization. So we cannot generalize that when they predict it is going to rain, it is actually going to rain. So we send it back to the hypothesis and theory. Thank you. So I see our sisters and so our sister can also come in. Thank you very
Anita,
much. Anita, please, we are waiting for you. Hello. Anita, please, are you there? Anita, Peter, please, are you around?
I'm sure you can call Ima now.
Ima, please, you can come in.
All right, so I want to say something on hypothesis and then theory. So for hypothesis, to the layman's understanding, it is just an educational guesses, and a guess could be right or wrong. But with the theory, it has been tested, and it is being backed by what experiments. And my second submission is about a question. Some made mention of a modern approach of studying physical geography, and that is the geographic information science. But I want to find out if it is different from geographic information system. Thank you.
Thank you. Our facilitator will join and then explain your question. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, madam.
Please, any hand up. If not, our time is up. Thank you all for your submissions, your questions, your contribution. Please say the battle is over to you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. And when it has to do with something that was very pleasant, our facilitator, Madam Miriam Ponsan, will say, "Oh, don't worry, others will respond." I say, others to let's push it to someone. Thank you. Thank you for pushing some to me. I think I must say I'm very, very grateful to you people for all your contributions, your submissions, your learnings, and everything. Please, if it is boring, forgive me, because I'm trying as much as possible to make it not too boring. Two, I know adult studies is very, very difficult. Three, I know most of you do not have time. So if you get a time today to listen, you should learn a lot so that you will not spend much time again learning it. That's why I do that. But if I violated your right, please forgive me. My humble plea. Because I believe as and when we interact, we talk, we ask questions, he person talk, we ask questions, we'll be learning alongside. That will even help us the more to understand so many things. And when we go back homes, we will not bother. Rather, we'll dedicate our time to learn other subjects, which are a bit, cumbersome. So forgive me if I've done something wrong that you don't like. That is fine. Now, I think I have two major questions to respond to. Can I have those questions again? Okay,
Imano, your question.
Okay, Imano.
All right, sir, please, I want to find out if geographic information science is different from geographic information system. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much for this question. The whole process or program is a science, but an aspect of it is the geographic information system, which is just one of them. The embodiment or that whole caption is a science, but in that we have remote sensing. We have a Kligen. Is it Kligen? Yeah. Then we also have geographic information system. We also have the other one. I've gotten the other one's name. All of them put together to call science. Thank you. The next question. Asante, thank you.
Yeah, this is Bernard. My question was about during the beginning of the lesson, we were made to believe that geography is about a scientific method or systematic way of doing things. So we base our information on facts. And when I come to Ghana, or when we come to Ghana, for instance, those people at the meteo department, they made predictions of the weather. And then in most cases in Ghana, it doesn't happen. So is it that they will make prediction, and when the phenomenon doesn't happen, they will say, oh, it was a prediction. But I know that outside Ghana, specifically America and the rest, they can make projections that there's going to be a tornado or something is going to be moving eastwards or whatever, and it is going to happen. Why is it that in the case of Ghana it's not so? That's my question.
Very big and gargantuan question, but all is not lost. Predictions are predictions, and the scientific study that we're talking about is not necessarily about determining as whether it will rain or not. It's partially part of it, but that one is put on the doorsteps of the meteorologists. But one thing we should understand is that in the case of the atmosphere, it is not like that of the ground where it is easily detected and we say it. Now, anytime Ghanaians have said there will be earthquake has already occurred in Ghana. That's one. Anytime they have said that maybe there'll be a tremor, it do occur. But in the case of the atmosphere, it is very, very difficult to work with. I'm a climatologist. My master's, I did it in climate, atmosphere, about rainfall. My PhD too, I did it about climate. And it's always difficult to predict what is in the atmosphere. Now, let me ask a simple question. Sometime in your home, you wake up in the morning and say, oh, as for today, it will rain. You yourself will say it will rain. By the next 5 minutes, the weather will change. The cases of atmosphere, the winds do not tell us when it will move. It becomes very difficult. But notwithstanding, you see, we deal with sophistications or the weapons or the instrument that we use. Look at Ghana's level of development and that of the Americans that you mentioned. Ghana, if you are not careful and you are sick, you will die the next 2 minutes. But America, you'll be, even if it is bound for you to die, they can sustain you for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks before you die because of their level. They have gone far advanced. So one, technology is in series. Technology is in series. Two, the weapons that we have to, the machines or the equipment to, is government able to buy them for our people? Two, are people having the technological know-how to operate the new ones if they're supposed to be bought for them? Another big question. So it's true that we use scientific study. Like I said, we can pick sample like salt water, send it to the lab, and go and find the metals in it. Professor Dubois in Winneba, the lagoons, and want to see the metals in the rivers or the water bodies. And those metals are not like you've seen a very big metal, like mercury, like those particles. And the lab is able to do that. One professor, Professor Dassen Winneba, is also able to pick samples from the shore, the sand, take it to the lab and go and measure as to how they are being degraded and able to make measurement out of that. So what we want to say is that we have gone past the stage where we only observe and talk. But now with labs and the rest, we are now able to go there to make more meaningful, factual, facts to be able to speak to that. That's what we want to say. But going back to the hypothesis and the theory, they are not the same as the scientific study that we're talking about. You see, with the scientific study, why do we say scientific study? Because one, we identify the phenomenon. We investigate into it. We analyze, we generalize, they make predictions or generalization. That is the scientific. Economists will tell you they deal with science, but it's a social science. Because they deal about human beings. They collect data, they analyze data, they predict. But it's not a physical science. It's rather human science or social science, same as that of geography. So that is why we have those issues. We will not be able to explain to the latter because we don't have all the equipment and the rest. So please, just a small one I've been able to give you. Let's keep asking. Let's keep going. Maybe one day, if you become the president of Ghana, you're able to give us those equipments. And Ghana, no Ghanaian will even die. We will all live to be 4,000 years. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other, please? Okay, I will want us to, as matter of agency, quickly go through this chapter and close, or better still, I'll give you 5 or 10 minutes to relax. Then after, I'll finish this chapter and close. Which one do you opt for?
I continue.
Are you not bored? Is it fine that we can continue with?
Sir, please
Yes, please.
continue. Continue.
Please continue. Please continue so that you close.
Okay, continue,
Yes.
sir. We are not bored.
Hey, I'm from Pebre. I'm from Pebre. Hey, Ibrahim, you are insulting me. I can see that. All right. That is fine. Now, we want to start with this chapter by talking about what you call the general notions of the earth. General notions of the earth. If I ask about notion, what comes to your mind? What's the meaning of notion? Notion.
Notion is more of like an assumption.
All right, thank you. Any other?
Notion, I would say it is like a concept or idea.
Thank you. Any other?
Sir, or views.
Okay. So what notion or what views, either right or wrong, do people have about the earth? That's what we want to talk about. What views are they having? And in any case, are their views correct or wrong? That is what we want to talk about now as the notions of the earth. The notions of the earth. So we will speak other people's mind and we'll add the reality. We'll speak other people's mind. Mary, please, let's hear you.
Okay, so some notions about the earth. Some people think the earth is spherical in shape. Others are also saying the earth is flat. So these are the notions for me. And thank you very much.
Thank you. The notions of the earth, let's go. You know the notions, so let's go.
Okay, let me also come in. Some people are of the view that the earth is just what we see, the surface of the earth. That is all about the earth. Whereas some also believe that the earth does not only involve the upper part, that what we can see, but it goes under. There is something beneath that includes the earth.
Thank you. You're speaking others' mind and speaking also your mind. Thank you. I'm listening to this one. I won't talk
I
much
would
because
say
you know more.
there are cities and towns underground. That's what others say.
Can you come again? You say what?
Others are saying there are cities and towns underground. After the earth, there are cities and ground. When you dig, you go and meet cities and other things on the ground.
Wow, that's interesting.
Sir,
So okay, they're all notions. Yeah.
sir, there are some people also saying that there is a force acting on the earth, an invisible force that we cannot see. And they said the force is a centrifugal force. It acts on the earth, but we can't see.
Thank you.
Okay,
Wow. The
let me
notions.
add this. Yes, so some say that the earth is stationary, while others also say that the earth is moving.
Thank you.
The earth
Notions.
is a celestial body.
Thank you. The notions are in coming. Let's go. The notions.
Some are also saying that the earth is spherical and it rotates. So why are we still where we are?
You should be in America by now, right? Okay, the notions. Let's go. I want all the notions.
Okay, sir, please. I have also heard about people saying the earth is a continental drift, which means the earth is being it is moving as time goes on. So if it is moving, where is it moving to?
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, go ahead.
So please, I've also heard that the earth consists of 70% of water and 30% of land. And nowadays there has been an update that the water is now 71 and the earth is now 29.
Okay, thank you. Go on.
Uh,
Yeah.
I've also heard that the earth is flat in shape.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's not only where life the earth is not only the it's not only where support it's not only the planet that supports life rather,
Yeah,
but also we have other planet that supports life. Thank you.
that's correct. Thank you. Any other?
Yes, another thing is that, or notion is that, the earth with neighboring celestial bodies exerts influence on the earth. It exerts some kind of force that influence or that has an impact on what goes on.
Okay. All right. Last one before we go on.
Okay, thank you, sir. I've
Sir.
also heard that the earth has only one moon, whilst other planets has more than one. Some of them too have none.
Okay, thank you. Any other?
I've also heard that about just 27% of the earth has been explored or discovered.
Thank you.
From
Yes,
religion,
my
from a religious background to we got to know that the earth is sacred or it's a spiritual entity, so we have to respect the earth as well.
I love that. I love that. You see? Okay, someone want to speak. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's me, Stephen. I heard that the earth has clones, and therefore there are other bodies like earth. So we don't have one earth, we have about 4 or 5 earths. That's what I heard.
Thank you. Wow. Notions and notions. Okay,
Sir,
another one. Hey,
sir,
today's today. Go.
hello.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, I've also heard that the earth has a heart like we human beings. They have tested it and they heard the heartbeat.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Usu Abuaje. Mr. Usu Abuaje, please speak. Okay, Peter Odro.
Please, I have also heard that the earth is covered with water, so it means that the earth is an island.
All right. Mr. Isaac Kofi Aqua.
Please, I've also heard that the Earth that we find ourselves in is in the Milky Way galaxy, but there are other Earth in the other galaxies as well that supports life.
Thank you.
The last one. And
All
the
right,
last
in the
one,
last one, go on. Yes.
they said the earth has an end. It ends somewhere. So there are a hollow, let's say a pit, a deep one, where the earth ends. That's what they see, but not scientifically proven.
Okay, so they say that place is called Kebojado. When you get there, you fall into a pit. All right. More hands. Okay, Emmanuel Amwa and Soda.
Okay, sir. Some say the earth is spherical. Others too are saying the earth is oblate spherical.
That's fine. Soda, please, let's go. Then I go to Anthony Kusi.
Yes, sir. Please, I also learned that apart from the 9 planets that we learned about, there are more than that in the Milky Way.
Thank you. Eddie Anthony.
Okay, I also heard that recently the length of the day, as in the speed at which the Earth rotates, has increased by some milliseconds. So that's why immediately we sleep, morning comes and we have to wake up.
All right, that's fine. I think the one that said lastly or finally. Now it is finally, it has ended. Asante, thank you. All right, you see, all these are notions, and as whether they are true or not, yeah, Augustine, thank you, finally. Whether they are true or not, it has to do with studies. But for us to cut everything short, we're in a Milky Way galaxy, no doubt about that. There are so many moons, no doubt about that. The Earth is even a moon to something else, no doubt about that. But we are much interested in the study of our Earth, not the Earth that we don't know. Simply put, if I don't know a land that my father bought and is missing, how can I describe it? If I have no idea about a lady I've not talked before, I've not seen before, how do I describe the person? How will I be guilty not to be able to explain certain things rightly whilst I've not got in touch or information about that? So we are much interested in talking about our earth, which you call the home of man. Our earth. We have plenty earth. And even with the solar system that you're talking about, we have so many solar systems. But the one that relates to us is what we are interested in, not the one that we are studying. So, not the one that we are not studying. So, what clearly we want to study is that we're going to depict or explain the notion about our earth, not the earth that we don't know. Our earth, not the earth that we don't know. So for our earth, we're going to talk about the notions they have and as whether we will debunk them or we agree to them. We're either going to debunk that idea or just make it go as it is. So please forget about the other other things I have heard about the other Earth that we don't know. But let's discuss what we know about our Earth. Are we good to go now?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Shraddha, please, your hand is still up. Is there something you want to say?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Now, let me share my screen. So now the notions that are clear and accepted as the ones that we want to discuss here. So anything short of that, we'll ask questions and see as whether they fit in or not. That is that. All right. So now I've heard a voice. Shraddha, please read what you have for us quickly. Read it closely and slowly. Want to make meaning out of them.
The F as a sphere. The
Good.
notion
So
of the
hold on,
F.
please. Hold on, please. Madam, thank you. So what it means is that the first notion people are talking about the fact that the earth is flat. That notion, is it off or it holds?
Debunked.
It's off.
It's off.
Thank you.
It's off.
Because the first thing is the earth as a sphere, not the earth as a flat surface. All right, madam, please go on.
The notion of the Earth as a sphere is a long-standing one and was accepted by several Greek philosophers as far back as I can't see well.
350
Please let me take
BC.
my reading glasses. I can't see very well. Please, just a moment.
Yo, we'll wait for you, don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Please, I can see now.
Okay, see now.
350 BC. Okay. So the second point, the Earth's circumference approximately 40,000 kilometers, being accurately estimated by the Greek mathematician Eratosthenes. The name. Okay.
So what it means is that approximately the Earth's circumference is 40,000 kilometers wide. The key things are the one we are mentioning. The rest, forget about them. Approximately, these are the purpose because of objective sake. Approximately, on an average, the Earth's circumference is 40,000 kilometers wide. And this one was by Eratosthenes, that happens to be the father of geography. Let's go.
All right, the third point. The Earth is spherical rather than any other shape due to gravity and somewhat its plastic nature. Though its outer shell is quite rigid, it's not true in its early formation, and even now, most of its interior is molten. Gravity attracts all parts of the Earth toward the center of its mass. On Earth, some points are higher than others.
Is it true that
Gravity
on the
attempts-
Earth's surface, hold on, is it true that on the Earth's surface, some points are high, others are low, others are flat, and the rest?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes.
All right, let's go on.
Gravity attempts to pull these together, these higher surfaces down. Please let me take it
All right,
again.
so someone
Gravity,
made a point by saying that there are some forces holding the Earth. Do you still not believe that they exist or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, I said yes, sir, they exist.
So some of the notions that we had are no more debunked. They are accepted. You see, we have centrifugal, centripetal, then we have gravitational force, we have tensional force, we have compressional force. You see, the compressional is a force that bring objects together, tensional to tear object away and the rest. But one thing I want us to take note is that the earth interior, it is still molten. So it means the earth is sitting on something, I don't use the word liquid, but something fluid. Do you know the difference between liquid and fluid? Fluid is more or less like something about to flow, but liquid flows. Kerosene is liquid. This one. I don't know whether you know mpampa, cocoa mpampa.
Oh, yes. Mpampa.
I love it so much. Mpampa is fluid. It's semi-liquid. So the earth is sitting, this earth that is solid, like the lithosphere we are seeing sitting on, building our houses, our roads, and the rest. They are sitting on what is termed as semi-liquid nature. So the earth is more or less like suspending, hanging, whatever. And one key thing I want us to understand is that some teachers like ourselves, we won't always want to use the term molten rock. Please. Sorry, molten magma. It is not molten magma. The term is molten rock. If you can't say molten rock, say magma, simply put.
Sir, please, can you come again? Your network was interrupted a bit.
Thank you. I said that we don't have anything called molten magma. We don't have anything called molten magma, but we have molten rock. A rock that is about to flow. Then we have magma. If you say molten magma, it's tautology. Because molten itself tells you that it's about to flow like in Pampa. So if you say magma 2 tells you magma is the same as a rock that is about flowing. So you say molten magma, I don't know what you want to tell me. But you say molten rock, good. If you say magma, good. As we go along, this issue be coming up and we'll keep addressing them. Just so that people will say Mountain Afajato is totally wrong. To means mountain. Afaja is the name of the mountain. So you either say Afajato Dam or Mountain Afaja. You don't say Mountain Afajato. What it means is that Mountain Afaja Mountain. What does that mean? Okay. Now let's go to the next one. All right, madam, please go on with this for me.
However, the Earth is not a perfect sphere since it bulges out at the latitudes near the equator.
All right.
Its outer
What it means is that what? The Earth is a sphere though, but it's more or less like, let's say something like an egg. Egg is spherical, but they are not the same all the spaces, unlike football. Some places at the middle part is bigger, but as you get to the other sides, which you call the polar regions, it becomes smaller. So the middle part of the Earth is the very biggest that we have. It's at the biggest at the middle, but the tail ends, the poles, happen to be its smallest. So we say it's a sphere, but the key thing is it's not a perfect sphere. All right, let's go.
Its outer force is called the centrifugal force because it pushes outward from a center. The spherical Earth is thus squashed into a ellipsoid, the term for a three-dimensional object that is elliptical in cross-section.
So what's the meaning of ellipsoid? It means it is showing the three-dimensional object of the Earth. When you see that in objectives, that's the meaning. When you hear ellipsoid, it means that it is showcasing the three-dimensional figure of the Earth. So when you see that in objectives, that's the meaning. It's a term that we use in geography. All right, go on.
The Earth is nearly spherical in form and is in motion, spinning on an axis and traveling in nearly a circular path around the sun.
So the Earth is traveling. The Earth is moving, just like we have a fan. The fan is at one place, but it's still moving. Its destination, we can't tell. And the sun is the fan in our room, either standing fan or ceiling fan, is pinpointing or is stuck at one point. But keep turning. Where it is stuck is what is termed as the axis. Where it is stuck is what is termed as the axis. So the axis is the point on which the Earth rotates. Axis is the point on which the Earth rotates. So the point in which the Earth rotates is termed as the axis. The axis. So the point on which the Earth rotates is the axis. So this is the axis. The axis. Look at it. The South Pole or the South axis and the North axis. So North axis, North Pole, South Pole, the Earth axis. So they stand here to move or to spin around. When you get this one too, you see clearly here as this is the axis. You can see this and that one too here. We are saying the Earth is not too round, but it's spherical, which we say it is ellipsoid. So ellipsoid means it is showing a three-dimensional part of the Earth. Thank you. Let's go.
The geometric sphere is defined as a solid on which all surface points lie equidistant from a common point, which is the center of the sphere.
Thank you.
For this reason, gravity turns out to be an almost constant value at all points at the sea level over the entire globe.
All right, thank you very, very much. The reason why the sea water is not able to override us is because of gravity. The gravity is always allowing the Earth to stand tall, to stand up, leaving the water at the lower level. That's why the sea, when you go to the sea, it's still there, comes to the Earth, but it later goes back. It comes, it go back. It comes, it go back. But very soon it will come and it will not go back because we are pushing the water too much. We are building on water. We are building on waterways and the rest. So we are preventing it from acting naturally. Now, let's go to the spheres of the Earth. The spheres of the Earth. We have explained them earlier under them, but those ones were just highlighting. But in this instance, we're going to explain them into details what they are. Now, they are 5. Other books tell you they are 4, but for the purposes of this, our course, we say they are 5. You don't tell us they are 4. We'll tell you why they are 5. Now, the first one is atmosphere, and we have talked about atmosphere already. We have talked about atmosphere already. We say they are the gases part of the earth, and that is correct. They surround the earth. That is correct. They give us oxygen to breathe. That is correct. They produce carbon dioxide for plants to survive. That is correct. They provide space for animals to live and trees to grow into. That is correct. They provide routes for airplanes to operate. That is correct. So that's about the atmosphere. Now the next one is what we talked about. We said it was called lithosphere. And we said the lithosphere is the hardest part of the earth, where the landforms that extends to the water part. The landform that extends to the water part. And the reason why I say the hardest part is because they are solid. They are solid. And they are coming from a term which means lithos. And lithos means rock. So letting us know that is a rock. A rock is never solid. A rock is always hard. Now the hydrosphere is all about water. So like one said, the lithosphere is about 30%, but the water is about 70%, which now they say 29% and 71%. They are dealing with approximations. So we don't necessarily say the earth is 71%. No, it's about. It's about. The solid part, which is about, so that you know you are still within. We don't say emphatically about the fact that the earth is say 29% and the water is say maybe 71%. The sea is able to give us both, the water is able to give us both the fresh and the saline water. But one key thing is the hydrosphere consists of all water bodies. All. Either the water is in the atmosphere or in ice, or in the oceans, in the lakes, in whatever. They are still saying it's part of the earth. And so it's part of the hydrosphere. Wherever you have water. And one thing we must be frank is that the sea or the saline water, that is the sea and the ocean, is of about, let's say, 97%. The saline, the water that we cannot drink, is about 97%. 3% is only for fresh water. And 3% is only fresh water. So the whole world, the rivers and the lakes that we are having, the one we can drink directly, is just 3%. So what is the portion of Ghana's percentage? Please tell me.
0.1.
I think it's even too big.
Mm.
Because you don't have the biggest rivers here. You have them in US and Egypt and the rest.
0.01.
Maybe 0.000001 thereabout.
0.0000. And even for that one, Galamsey is taking away some of it.
Thank you. So if we
Yeah,
know
it is
that
negligible.
Ghana's rivers is not even up to 0.0001 and it's being destroyed, very soon what will happen to us? If you know what have to clean out some things. Yeah. If it has to come with the saline water, Ghana, we have the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf of Guinea, plenty. But the one we can depend on for survival, it's not the case. Even when the river Volta, which the place they have dam, the lake Volta, goes down and we are unable to get what do you call it? Hydroelectric power. Look at the way we are affected.
Power.
Able to even get power, that lights, and we are affected. And instead of us to condemn the Galamsey issue, we are here promoting it. So you go down to Akosomo, and Akosomo Dam, which is the Lake Volta, is going down, and you say you are commanding it to come up. Through what means? Prayer is very, very good, but prayer comes with this and actions. True or false?
True.
Yes. So please let
Sir,
us
please, I
put
have a
into.
little question.
All right.
Sir, with respect to this Galamsey issues, sir, what are geographers doing? Like, it's like now it is really dominating. So what are you doing to help curb this thing? Because like geographers are talking about these Galamsey issues seriously.
I'm happy you are asking this question. It has gone beyond geographers. Now it is with the
Mhm.
presidency or the government.
Mm.
Because we have got just recently, we went for Ghana Geography Association. Most of our presentations and their effects were discussed at Legon. Whether last year and this year, we are talking about Galamsey, how it is destroying our water bodies. Even non-geographers even go for workshops and conferences talking about Galamsey. So you make your proposals. The minister was there. You make a proposal, give it to them. What happens? You yourself cannot do that. That is it. So let us begin to understand that the water we are destroying today will kill us tomorrow.
The water we are destroying today will kill us tomorrow.
Yeah. And the tomorrow can be the normal tomorrow. It can be 2 years, it can be 1 year. Now, sometimes I get angry. Why do I get angry? Those of you who have been following the PURC, anytime they want to increase water bill, what did they say? They will tell you, they say
So they will tell
treatment
you,
cost is high now.
Yeah.
Did I destroy the water myself? And because the treatment cost is higher, therefore production costs have become higher. Therefore, we are increasing water bill. So, obi huhu, lobi akokeka. So sometimes we say, and that the MPP and that the NDC. Master, never say Galamsey is enfame because you pay for it.
Now, go school.
Please. All right. So what we want to say is that the water saline is more than the fresh water. So we must be cautious about the usage and treatment of water, period. Very, very important. The usage and treatment of water. If not, no comment. Now, what about the term we call cryosphere? Cryosphere. The cryosphere is nothing. It's just telling you about the frozen parts of the world. The areas of the world that is always and constantly under the influence of ice. So, for example, if you go to Antarctica, always the place is under the influence of ice. So we say that place called cryosphere. So anytime mountainous tops, water bodies, or what have you are always under the control of ice or is frozen, then we say that sphere or that area is termed as cryosphere. So cryosphere can be normal soil, which is ice, water, that is ice, or trees that has turned to be ice. Anytime the place is covered by ice, then we say we are talking about what? Cryosphere. That's cryosphere. So we have developed a model sphere for it. All right, please go ahead.
Sir, please, so the cloud, are they also part of the cryosphere?
All right, thank you, madam. The clouds form part of the atmosphere. And when the clouds gives rain or hold water there,
So please,
when the
student's hand is up.
clouds hold water there, that place becomes water. It is water. Because say water is the one that is held in the atmosphere, on the ground, or whatever. But you're talking about the one on the earth's surface that is frozen or that is captured by ice. Then we say it is what is termed as cryosphere. So clouds is one part of it. All right, thank you. So that is about the cryosphere. And the last one is about the one you know, biosphere. And I've explained biosphere to you when you're talking about the other spheres, where we say it is the portions of the earth that has life. So all portions of the earth that has life is termed as biosphere. Biosphere. Any questions so far? So the last thing that I will give you to go and read on is about the distribution of the continents that we have and the distributions and the irregularities of land that we have. That is the irregularities that we have. You see, we have oceans and continents. We have oceans and continents. But one thing we should understand is that the spread of landforms are different as in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. They are never the same. The spread is never the same. The spread is never the same. So I'll pave way for questions, then we know the next step to take. All right, any questions? Any question? Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, please, concerning the spheres, can we say they are interrelated?
Oh, yes. Thank you. They are more than interrelated. Why do I say they are more than interrelated? On the lithosphere, it is surrounded by air, so they interrelate. On the lithosphere, there's water, interrelated. In the atmosphere, there's water, which is hydrosphere, interrelated. There's life here, there's life there, so they are all interrelated. Thank you, sir. Okay, go ahead.
Sir, please, do we classify the melting ice as the cryosphere or the hydrosphere, please?
Can you make your voice a bit audible?
So say I was asking if we can classify the melting ice as
if it melts, it's no more cryosphere.
Okay. All right, thank you.
But anytime it's under ice, frozen permanently, then you call them cryosphere.
Mr. George.
Yes, my
please,
boss.
before you started discussing the spheres, you made mention that most of the time it is grouped into 4 in certain books, but for the purpose of our lesson, it's 5. Is it the cryosphere that the geographer single out to make it the 5?
Yes, please. Thank you. Geographers have added the cryosphere to make it 5 because under normal sense, I'm supposed to be 4. Because this thing we are talking about as a frozen, The frozen can be water, which is frozen, which is hydrosphere. It can be soil, which is frozen. Soil become part of what? The lithosphere. So it's either here or there, but we have just taken that portion ice part to make it a sphere. But to me personally, I feel it's not a strong sphere on its own. That is it. Ideally, there are 4. But for the purposes of this lesson, we say there are 5. So let's take it as 5 and create a sphere for it, which is say the ice part of the earth. Thank you. Please, have you answered?
Yes, please, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man. Any question as we close? Edu?
Sir.
We are with you. Anything for us?
No, please.
Okay. When are we meeting again?
Sir, please, next week, same time.
Next week, 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock?
Sir, next week, 11.
Is it exactly 11?
Sir, it's 11:30.
All right. That's fine. So you alert me when the time is due. Thank you very much, and I appreciate all your contributions for making the class very lively. I don't want to say I love you all, but I have to say it because others will take it otherwise. I love you all, and we believe that all our lectures will be very lively, and we will not spend much time to learn this because we will have, we'll have a peaceful and interactive class so that we'll be able to learn the others as well. God bless you all until we meet again. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the slides too are very important. The slides, please.
Sir.
You should contact me, I'll send it to you.
Okay, sir. I sent you the link so you can put it on my page so that I'll just put it into the group.
That's fine, Steve. Remind me if it's delaying.
Thank you. I'll do that, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. The class was very interactive.
Thank you very much.